Summary 1, Chapter 4, Part 3, Learning Target 8. We're graphing cosine and secant. This is Miss Oshier.
And Miss LaHart.
And here we go.
All right. So, same thing. Cosine is the
X value.
So, we're going to go through the quadrantal angles for this beautiful thing and just show what the standard graph is.
Right.
Okay, so again, what is it at 0 degrees? The x is 1, and then 0, then -1, then 0, then +1.
Cosine is actually the sine wave. It's just translated to the left or right 90 degrees.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I love geometry. Okay, so it's going over the same pattern. You just start at the amplitude instead of starting at 0.
Yep. Okay.
Cool.
Cosine is even because it has the opposites pop out the same thing.
Right.
Okay.
And because it has symmetry on the y-axis.
Okay, so then again, let's talk about the reciprocal of those things. Again, we're going to have issues with asymptotes because you can't have 0 in the denominator. So again, this is just going to look kind of the same as cosecant did.
Yep,
okay?
So again, we just focus on where the original function was 0. That needs to be undefined on the reciprocal. The other ones stay the same because reciprocals of 1 are 1.
Okay, so as you see, you still have to make your cosine graph just using points, and then wherever it's 0, you're going to put an asymptote, and then from your high critical points, you just put in parabolas.
You go up or you go down. You go up or you go down.
Yep, and it's the same thing. All right, here we go.
Amplitude, 3/4. Frequency, 1/3. 2 pi divided by 1/3, you need to remember to multiply by the reciprocal, 6 pi.
Yep, so those gives us our starting and our end points. Okay, and then I think I went and I knew halfway between 6 pi is, 6 pi divided by 4, because you have to break it up into your 4 sections, is 3 pi over 2, so that's your first section.
Yep. At this point, you should know how we're getting this, but again, divide by 4, and then just add that value on. Use your calculator to help if you need to. It is a tool for you to use.
And now we know that cosine starts up, so we have 3/4, then it goes back to 0, then it goes down to the negative, then it goes back to 0, and then it goes up. Ooh, those are different size points there. And then you go back in the other direction, continuing the cycle. And
Boom.
I missed a point, but that's all right.
That's all right. We know it's 0.
Okay? And there you go. There's cosine. Now let's do a reciprocal one.
Beautiful. So again, to graph secant, you need to graph cosine. Amplitude is 4, not -4. It is a distance, therefore it's positive. Frequency is 3. 2 pi divided by 3 is 2 pi over 3. That's how that thing works. Okay.
All right, so we put our beginning, we put our end. Now we divide 2/3 by 4, so we can divide it into our intervals. So we get 1 over 6, so that means pi over 6. So each interval is a pi over 6. And then there's me doing the scrap work. 1/6 plus 1/6 is 1/3, so that's how I get my second critical point. And then 1/3 plus a 6 is another pi over 2.
Boom. Look at us.
Okay, now the negative. Instead of cosine usually starts up, but if you have a negative, it's going to start down on that -4 instead of up at the +4.
This is it's a flip, as we would call it in Algebra 2. We'd always say you got to flip it.
Son of a gun.
Oopsies. So that's okay. We didn't flip it, but you should. So this should be here, and then here, and then you should be up, and then you should be down, and then you should be down. Oopsies. It happens. Don't worry about it. Okay. Focus on your zeros with the reciprocal functions to make it undefined, and basically where our graph is going up, yours should be going down.
Yep.
So just fix that right quick, and we'll be fine.
We'll do one in class tomorrow. I think that has a negative, so we can fix it.
Whoopsies. See, we knew what we wanted to tell you, but then sometimes it just doesn't happen. Either way, have a wonderful day, and we will see you in class.